but then I want to get these stairs finished. So I'm not sure. Of course, it's been a while since I've been in the tiny house. So I got up to this landing. Now I need to go from the landing up to the loft, but I have to cut that out. So yeah, and then I need to do the countertops. Like I said, there's a lot. So this video may just kind of be all over the place. I don't know. None of you will be shocked about that anyways. I don't know. And then I've got to get her other cabinet hung up over here. So I'm going to work on, we got a little bit of rain this morning, so things are a little damp outside. I think I'm going to work on trying to do this landing first. And the reason I say that is because if you can see, I know it's difficult in here, but it's a hot mess. But this is the lumber that's kind of in the way of this walkway to build this stairs. So I think I want to try to build these steps going up to the loft first. So yeah, like I said, lots of stuff. But okay guys, I'm gonna set this up, did enough talking, and see what work we can get done. Okay, first step, getting this wood outside, the stringers. Then I'm gonna show you the trick that I use to make these other stringers. Okay, so this is my handy dandy jig. I measured my run, my rise up this side, and then just took a scrap piece of 2x4. I cut this out, so you just have this scrap piece out of one of the other ones, and then so then I line it up where I need it to be. Make my marks. Once I've made my marks, I just move down where the next mark stopped, line my corner up, and keep going down till I get. So this set, the last one I needed, I want to make heavier marks. I did kind of light marks a minute. And then I'm measured out. Now I gotta go find my phone a minute, because your bottom one, there's a whole measurement calculator thing, and I used a nap on the interwebs, so I gotta go get my phone and figure it out exactly. So all right, I'll be back. Okay, got my phone, figured out that oddly enough the first step, so my rise on these is only 8 inches, and then the run is 9 per tread. So they're not your typical standard, because that's not a typical standard house. But if you look, so where I made my first mark, well, I just continue this line all the way down, because that whole end, and then this will be my top step. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the very first step at the floor. I know the sun's not helping. So what you have to do is measure down from this line, the 7 7/8, draw you a line across, and then do your, and then we'll cut that out. So we just have to do that 3 different times. Once that's marked out, then we can cut it. But I gotta find the skill saw. It's not where I thought it was. I know, shocker, can't find things, but we'll find it. Because then you should technically be able to...
Oh God, I saw that start to fall.
Okay, I'm gonna push down.
Well, now we're just pressing up against over here.
So, changed out the battery, changed out the... I need to do that.
Energize myself.
Yeah, so, changed out the battery, changed out the memory card. We are good to go for another round. So, we are working on the stairs still.
We made a little more room for activities.
Yay!
Yeah, we're putting this one in because not that you can see it, but there's another one that's in the center-ish that we put in originally, but that's going to be in the middle of the walkway. So with us cutting the loft out, and we kind of lost some support here anyway, so we put this post in. It looks gooder anyways.
It does.
And it'll hold this corner and help distribute the weight of the loft, because like I said, we're taking the other one out because it's going to be in the middle of the room, and that's a no buenos.
So what's the next step?
Alright, so now we got the drywall up, this piece up, so now we're going to go ahead and get this leveled, and we're going to nail it. We got the two studs, obviously we marked those out, so I'm nailing this straight to that wall. It helps shore up the wall, but then it helps hold the stairs up, because this is the only one, kind of like we did over there, that's up against the wall to be able to hold structurally. So a couple nails.
It's gonna be awful to try to mud that, but I'll figure it out.
Let's nail this one in right here.
Across the steps. Just gotta shoot out the side.
But I think we'll be okay.
So now we cut these things?
Yep. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up, because we got to cut cut our facer plate for, which this one will be shorter, but then these facer plates, we get the facer plates on, and then should be full width. And there we go.
Well, they hold me, so.
I ain't coming up with two of you up there. Big booty Judy don't want.
It's all supported. Get up here.
The loft isn't that strong.
It's strong enough to bounce on.
Nice.
If we all fall, then we all fall.
Hey, I can easily get up here. I love it. I am so super stoked. Okay, drywall. Ready? No? Lunch?
Lunch. I'm in for lunch.
All right, I got fajitas ready. Well, I gotta cook them, but I laid out stuff for fajitas.
So, yeah.
That looks so good.
And I think I gotta nail that down. So we'll have a, it's not too bad, but have to duck a little.
But it's a tiny house.
Not as,
Did you?
add some support there.
Yeah.
So
That looks so good. Some lunch. Decide what our next game plan for the tiny house is, and we'll bring it back. Toodles. Well, hey guys. So while they're hanging cabinets, I got one left to hang. I'm going to work on a side project. So what I'm going to do is utilize the space underneath the staircase. With some scraps, I'm going to make some shelves. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but stick around. We'll figure it out. Okay, so this space under here is where I want to put some shelves. It's going to be open, so I want to make sure that we're utilizing every square inch of a tiny house, because that's kind of what you do. So, need to get this one here. And then, so now I need to cut it down to 6 inches. No, 8. Oh, phooey, let me go look. It's 8 1/4. So, all right, I gotta jump down to the table saw. Okay, so I'm shorter than Jake, so I had to move the table saw. So I'm gonna be setting it up for 8 1/4, and then we'll go ahead and get it ripped. Find 2 scraps big enough, but that's okay, because if it works, this same stuff we're actually doing on the floors for an old timey feel. So it's one of those where I don't want to buy new wood for it, so I'll put in the cleats. I'll get these first 2 on there, and I'll use cutoffs as needed. So all right, hold on, I'll take you back inside. Ow! 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 So it worked. I've got extra cleats, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the cleats put on the next rung. Probably do one down here. I'll have to tilt the camera. But yeah, I don't know what can get stored there, but I'm sure I will find something to put there. Okay guys, so that's it for my little side project. I thought maybe we had more cutoffs, but we're pretty frugal with our cuts and making sure that we don't have a lot left over. So, but like I said, we're going to be putting that same planking on the floor, just like they did in the old-fashioned days, and I'm sure I'll have cutoffs then, and I'll be able to finish up the shelving all the way up the inside of the staircase. So I'm sure we'll find a place or find something to put in it, because it's just cool. Why not use the space, right? So, all right, well, the guys are still working. They're going to be taking care of, so I added a cabinet after the walls were already drywalled, because I didn't think that, yeah, there's no stud right there. So, Jason's going to try to make it work. If anybody can, my husband can. So, all right, well, I'm going to head back up and get everything ready for supper, go check on the animals, check my garden, and I'm poopered. So I'm going to call it a night, y'all. Peace out.